1 Timothy chapter 6 verses 6 through 8 speak, "But godliness with contentment is great gain. For we brought nothing into the world, and we can take nothing out of it. But if we have food and clothing, we will be content with that." Soldier of Christ reporting for duty. How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's doing well and staying safe. Today I wanted to talk about being ungrateful. Ungrateful is something that I'm sure many people have experienced, or sort of a feeling that they have felt. And when we are ungrateful, it seems that a part of us always wants more, or we want the better of something. And a lot of times we might be in situations where we don't have much, but even though we might not have much, God wants us to feel content. When we don't feel content with what we already have, of course, as far as our needs are being met, then it sort of shows to God that, we aren't truly appreciative of what He has given us. And I like to give an example. I know in many circumstances that, for me at least, there are times where I know I should do something, and there are times I know I shouldn't do something. And a lot of times, it's wisdom that God has given me, and not from my own, but that God has granted me the ability to know when to do something in many situations. Of course, that's not to say that I always make the best decision I can, but in a lot of situations, God has protected me from myself by giving me God-given wisdom. And of course, none of this wisdom comes from me, myself, but it comes from me understanding that God knows better than me and He wants what's best for me. And through that, it would be sort of ungrateful for me to, ask God for more when He gives me stuff, because a lot of times God doesn't just gift us through material things, but He also gifts us through things such as, giving us friends or giving us wisdom, like I mentioned. And through that, when we are able to understand and appreciate what God has given us, God will understand that we are grateful and He will be pleased. And when we are grateful with what God has given us, it shows that we are humble and that we understand that what God has given us is truly good, and to not always have to be greedy and to ask for more. That's all I really wanted to get to today, as being grateful is something that might be easy on paper, but it isn't always something that is easy to put into practice. So I hope this has been helpful for you. Please let me know if it has or hasn't, and that's all I wanted to get to. If you're new to the channel, please perhaps consider subscribing, maybe leaving a like or dislike. Thank you so much again for watching, and until next time, Soldier of Christ, out.